Okay, in this video we're going to learn how to extend our knowledge using basic shapes in 2D design, and we're going to now look at how to manipulate some images. So similar to before, we're going to fill in a worksheet. So to find a worksheet, we go Start, All Programs, Student Shared Area, Design Technology, Documents, double click, Student Resources, and Year 7 USB, and we're going to go for this file, Year 7 CAD Images Skills. Now when you launch it, you might have you will have a yellow box at the top that says Enable Editing. You need to click on Enable Editing to get started. First thing you do is to put your name in the box, click where it says Name and type in your name. Also type in your group. You might need to backspace and then put your group in there, like that. Now at this stage we want to save it. So save it into your documents by going Save As, File, Save As. And you need to go to Browse and tell it that you want to put it into your documents, so on the left, and you'll either see your initials there or you'll see Documents under Libraries. So click on Documents or your initials there, and they're basically the same. And then it'd be good if you could put your name at the end. Save. And now we can crack on with doing these tasks. So task 1 is going to be to create your team badge. Now let's follow the method. So the first thing you're going to do is go onto Google, find an image of your team badge, and then copy and paste it into 2D design. Now we need to open up 2D design first. So there's our instructions for 2D design. Start, All Programs, Department of Student Software, Design Technology, 2D design. And again, click anywhere on the page and that will disappear. So we're going to start on task 1, copy and paste an image, and then we're going to make the property transparency enabled. So let's go on to Google and then search for your team badge. My football team is Aston Villa, unfortunately. So we are going to find an image of Aston Villa football team. Now, it could be a basketball team, it could be a cricket team, it could be whatever team you like. It doesn't have to be football. And we want one that has got a plain coloured background. All right? So it could be that one, because that's got a plain claret background, or you could have one that's got a white coloured background or something else. It really doesn't matter, it's up to you. Ones with white backgrounds tend to work better, so I'm going to go for that one, I think. So when you find one that's got a plain coloured background, right click to copy and then go into 2D design and then right click to paste. Now mine's come up with a black background. If you have one of these with a different coloured background, it won't work very well. I'll show you why. Copy image and then paste that. Now what we've got to do is to set the property to be transparency enabled. Now if we do that on this one, select it and go property transparency enabled. Now if it was a white background, it would be a lot easier to cut off. Because this one's black, I need to click on the black and then click match picked color, and you can see it's cut it away. So that's fine if it's all black. Now if I do the same to this one, click on it and go property transparency enabled. If I click on this color here and go match picked color, because it fades into a slightly different color, it hasn't cut this bit off. And I could click on that one and go match picked color, and then it's going to leave this bit at the bottom. So it needs to be on a plain colored background, otherwise it will not work particularly well. So let's get rid of that one. Right, back in to our PowerPoint. Now we're going to click and hold on contour. I'm going to use contour bitmap. That's this one here. If you're not sure which any of the tools are, have a look in here just to make sure you're using the right one. So contour bitmap is what we're using for this. So click and hold on contour, go to contour bitmap, and we're going to leave it at 5, but I want to change the line color to be red, and then click on my image, and you see it's automatically drawn around that bitmap image and put a nice red contour around the outside of it. The final thing we need to do then is to go to select, drag a box around the image and the contour, and then group them together. And that's ready to now copy and paste into our sheet, because that's now complete. So we would go edit, copy into the sheet, right click to paste. You might need to resize it. Always resize from the corner handles, never from the tops, bottoms and sides. Always do it from the corner so it keeps it in proportion. Now that is task one finished. So we've used an image, we've removed the background, and then we've drawn an automatic contour around it. Now in theory I could put that through the laser cutter and it would engrave that Aston Villa badge and then put a red cut line around the outside. Now let's move on to task number 2. So we're going to take a clip art animal. So we'll go on to Google again. Going to get an image from Google. We're going to paste it and then vectorize it. So pick any animal you like, but the key thing to use is the word clip art. I'm going to go for a badger. And you'll see if you use the magic word clip art, then you get nice simple images with a white background usually. If you don't have that word clip art, you quite often just get photographs which aren't much use to us, as we found out from the previous task, that if we've not got it on a plain white background, it won't work as well. So clip art to get a nice simple image. We can take any one of those that we want. Let's go for this one. Right click to copy it, and then go into 2D design and paste. I'm going to actually get rid of this one because I don't need it anymore. Now that we're in 2D design, let's have a look at what step comes next. Click on vectorize bitmap, click on the image and set it to monochrome. So we go to vectorize bitmap, that's this one here, or you can find it in here, vectorize bitmap. Click on the image, set it to monochrome, and you can drag the luminance handle. Sometimes you might want to add or remove a bit of detail to make it a bit smoother. Let's leave that there, and then click OK, and OK again. Now the final few steps are going to be to use a contour. Now this is the normal contour this time, the closed contour, and we're going to change the spacing to 3, again with a red line, and then group it together. So go to contour, click and hold, use a closed contour, make it 3, OK, and then I've already got the line selected as red, so that's fine. I just click outside and you can see it's automatically drawn a nice contour around the outside of my vectorized image. So again, that's a really useful tool if you want to create a USB stick or a torch or any sort of shape cut out using an image, rather than having to trace all the way around it like you did with your Apple logo previously. So let's drag a box around them to select the fill and the line, and then group them together. Edit, copy, go into your PowerPoint and paste. And again, if you need to resize it to make it fit into the box, use the corner handles like that. Now on to task 3. We're going to use the word clip art again, but we're going to look for a racing car this time. So let's put in car or racing car. And you can see we've got nice simple coloured clip art versions of a car. Now you can pick whichever one you want. I'm going to go for this one. Right click to copy. And ideally you want one with a couple of different colours. So mine's got blue, red and black. Okay, if it's just black and white it won't work so well, because we want to try and take the colours and separate them. So anyone with 2 or 3 colours would be ideal. That's got 2 colours. That one's be quite a good one. So 2 or 3 colours. Copy and then paste. Get rid of this one now. Now for this one we're going to vectorize it, but we're going to leave it as full colour. And what we want to do is to reduce it down from sort of several colours that we've got at the moment, drag it this way. We want to keep it so that we're just left with 3 colours. So black, blue and white. I'm actually going to, sorry, black, blue and red. I'm going to get rid of the white. So all I've got is black, blue and red. And then click OK. Now at this stage, so let's see how far we've got. We've copied the image, pasted it, we've vectorized it, we've made it full color. We've dragged the tolerance down to 3 colors. Now we're going to select the image and ungroup it and change the fill colors to some colors of our own. And before I do that, I just want to make another copy because I want to show the before and after. So this is my original image. This is going to be my new and improved one. So what I'm going to do here is to ungroup it and then change the fill colors. So we go to ungroup at the top. Now click off and then click back on again, and you can see what I've got is the blue and the black and the red. Now be careful because you don't want to move them around. You just want to change the color. So if we wanted to change it from a blue car to a green car, we could do that. If you wanted to change the black to a different color, let's say red, you can do that. And if you wanted to change any of the other colors, I've actually only got 2 colors here, but that will work out quite well. And we can change these colors back just by going to fill and changing the fill colors there. We've also changed the line color. If you want to, you can change the line color. I like mine invisible, and let's make that pink. Okay, so we're going to copy that first original image, edit copy, and put that in our PowerPoint to show what the original one looked like, and then show the new one. Again, drag a box around it, edit copy. You could group it together if you wanted to, and then paste, and then resize that to fit in. So again, what we've shown is that we've taken an image, we've vectorized it in full color, and then changed those color fills. Now onto the second side of the sheet. Now we're going to ignore task number 4 because the old version of PowerPoint used to allow us to use clip art, and the new version of PowerPoint doesn't have a clip art feature in it. So just ignore task 4. Onto task number 5. Okay, this one's to make contour text similar to what we've got down here at the bottom. So first of all, we've got to make some text along a path. All right, 3 bits of text or 3 words, doesn't really matter. All right, so you can use normal text and text along a path, and then we're going to put contours around it and fill it in like we've got here. So in 2D design, we can get rid of these again now because we've finished with them, and use text to have some flat text, if you like. Make yourself a nice font. If you want to resize it, you can do. Select it and then drag the corner handles, but you need to press and hold Shift as you're doing it to keep it in proportion. Now let's put some text across the top. I'm going to use grid lock so I get a nice even curve. And then click and hold on your text along a path. Click on the path. And again, you can change the font to something that you think looks good. And if it's a bit crowded on the line, then you might want to change the size, or maybe you might want to make it a little bit bigger. So you can go settings and change the size of that to make it bigger or smaller so that it fits a bit more nicely onto the line. Let's make another one across the bottom, like that, text along a path, and create some text. Again, we're going to change the font. Okay, and we need to get rid of the paths that we've created because we just want to leave behind the text and nothing else. So let's get rid of those paths. You can move your text around if you want to, make it a little bit neater. And what we're going to do is to put some contours around the outside of it. So I'm going to click and hold on contour to get contour text, one that looks like this, and set the spacing to be 4 millimeters. So click and hold on contour, contour text. Let's make that 4 millimeters this time, and then click on your text, and you can see we've automatically put a nice contour around the outside. All right. What we can do now is fill these with different colours. You can choose whatever colour you like. Start with solid fill. You might want to make that a particular colour if you like. And when you make a solid fill like that, it will sit on top of the text that you've just created. So what we need to do to send it to the back is click on it and then click send to back. I'm actually going to make my text a different colour so that it can stand out. Let's make it white. And then do the same thing with all of these. Select your contour, go to fill, maybe have a go at using some gradients now. You can change your colours, you can add some more colours if you want, you can pull those along, add some extra colours if that's what you want to do. You can change the angle, you can change the shape, and you can do all sorts of stuff. Let's leave it at that. Same thing again, send it to the back so that you can see your text. If you want to change your text to something a bit more clearly visible, then you can. I'll leave it black. And then same thing for this one. Maybe try filling it with something else, maybe a hatch or a texture or something. Send it to the back. And let's make my text for that one white. Alright, now you can see I've got different line colours around all of these. Some black, some reds. If you want to, you can change them. I just like selecting them all and making them all invisible. And now we're ready to select that and copy and paste it into our worksheet. Again, if it comes up quite big, you can resize it using the corner handles there like that. And again, we've learned some really good tips in there, how to use text, how to use contours. Contours are brilliant, particularly if you're making text for some sort of packaging, because it makes the letters stand out against whatever background you put them on. For the final task, task number 6, we need two things. We're going to blend a map and a flag. So we're going to take an image of a map, an image of a flag, and then blend them together so that the flag and the map become one solid shape. And you can use any country you like. So go on to Google. I'm going to use a flag for, let's go for Jamaica. Alright, and you can pick any one of those. You can have a textured one if you like. It doesn't matter if it's plain. So copy. Get rid of this now. And paste. So you got a flag on there, and now we're going to bring up the map. So let's just change that for map. And we're looking for a nice solid colour. Ideally, the whole map will be coloured in. It may be. You can look up in here and go to search tools, go for colour, maybe go for black and white and see if you get anything a bit better. Alright, now that would be ideal. A plain black one, or maybe that one which is plain white on a white background. Something like that would be perfect. So right click to copy image there, bring that into 2D design. Now what we're going to do is go on to our method. On the map image, we're going to vectorize in monochrome and select no fill. So on the map, we go vectorize, just like we've done before. Click on the image, set it to monochrome. If you want to drag the handle, you can. Then click OK. Alright, so just check that looks okay. And now we want to go no fill because we just want the black outline. So go fill, no fill, like that, and there's our black outline. Next step is to go to the draw menu, click path, and then create from a selected object and replace the original. Okay, so let's select our map, go to draw menu, click path, create from selected object, and we're going to replace the selected object and go OK. And you can see what's happened. We've created a clip path which is grey. Alright, it's replaced the black line and made a grey clipping path instead. Next step is we're going to move the grey clip path on top of the flag image so that it covers it. If you need to resize it, you can do. Either make the map or the flag bigger or smaller so that it fits. So we'll go for something like that, and you can move it up and down to get it where you want to have it. So I want it to fill the whole image like that. And then finally, we click on the flag image and go to the clip path tool, which is over here. So click on the flag, go to clip to a path, and then we click on the grey clip path. It's clipping the outside, and we say OK. And now we've got a nice cutout of the map using the flag as the fill. So really good little technique. I'm going to go edit copy, and then edit paste, and there's a Jamaican flag cut to the same shape as the Jamaican map. Alright. Now, from the skills that we've picked up here, using the basic drawing skills and also the images skills, have a go at doing some of these. You can design the logo for a fizzy drink, you could do something with a photograph of yourself, cut the background off and contour it. You can do anything you like, but practice, practice, practice.